Hello YouTube, this is part 2 of the Korean beauty fashion whatever haul that I had going on. Camera died in part 1, which it died at a pretty reasonable time. Well, I can now continue over to the clothing side of the haul. Don't forget to watch part 1, okay? Alright, so first I want to say I had been carrying around a Coach bag when I came to Korea, and I had been using it as my school bag as well as my going out bag, and I realized that that bag is a little too expensive to just be carrying it all willy-nilly. You know, sometimes when you get expensive bags, you have to bust it out every now and then. Like, you have to throw it at them as a surprise. You can't always carry it because then it loses its wow factor. But moving on. I purchased this baby, which is my spring bag. This is her. I call her Labby. Isn't she cute? And I like, for some reason, I really like this little bow tie and I can't bring myself to take it off. So this is what this bag looks like. And this is kind of generally what I see females around campus carrying as a school bag as opposed to a backpack. Of course females carry backpacks, but the majority of female students I see carry purses as their school bag. And I'm really loving this bag. I really like bags that can stand on their own, you know, that kind of have its own shape to it. And I like the gold accents and whatnot. One thing about this bag that when I was purchasing the seller, and many sellers like to announce, is that this is the made in Korea, Korean product bag. And they take pride in products coming from Korea and not being made in another country and imported. So this bag was around, my negotiated price was 41,000 won. So this bag just looks like this. Okay, so the most important part of this video has come, which is clothes. I could make a whole separate video on shopping in Korea and the do's and the don'ts and what to expect and what not to expect. But I'm just going to give you a quick little synopsis before I show you the clothes. If you are somebody who is not thin, you will have a harder time shopping here. If you are somebody who has bigger boobs, bigger hips, or a bigger butt, you will have a harder time shopping here. Not saying it's impossible, but you will have a harder time shopping here because things are just not made in our size. I'm just going to tell you that I have a 40, last time I checked it was 40-inch hip measurement and a 32-inch waist measurement. It's virtually impossible to get any type of bottoms to fit me. And I knew that before I came here. I was forewarned that I would not get pants and skirts and shorts and all of that, so I brought that. There are foreign companies here, like H&M and Zara and Forever 21, where you could find your things if you went to there. But if you just went to the Korean stores, you most likely will not find your size. Number 2, if you have a bust size bigger than a B, it will be harder for you to find tops. Like I said, I can make a whole nother video on this. With that being said, I have, by the grace of God, managed to find some things that I can show you. Another mini thing is most Korean places, you cannot try things on before you purchase it. So you have to really be sure of your measurements and be good as hell at looking and guessing if it's going to fit you or not, because you can't try things on, and you most of the time you can't return things, at least in the boutiques. Of course, like I said, if you go to the big old department stores, maybe they have a different policy, but most of the Korean stores, most of the Korean fashion that everybody likes, the stores that sells those kind of fashion, you can't try on and you can't return things. So it is literally a gamble shopping here in Korea. Now I'm lucky because I've managed to find a store, a little Korean store that has my style of clothing, more of a laid back, and also I think they kind of like have like a hip hop style of clothing, what very relaxed and not as not as pretty and innocent or sexy and sophisticated as the other Korean stores, but more of the laid back feel. I managed to find that store, one on campus and a bigger one off campus, and it's probably one of the cheaper stores because Korean clothing is more expensive than American clothing. And I know people think, oh, but Korea is so cheap, but not the clothing. The clothing is not cheap. So I purchased this spring jacket, which looks like this. To my Korean friends, they thought it's so cheap and therefore it's not gonna last long because it's too cheap. And I got this for about 16,000 won. Most outerwear in Korea is anywhere from 50,000 to maybe 90,000, like, so anywhere from like $50 to like $100 and something dollars, most outerwear. And I just can't bring myself to spend that much money on something I won't use long. So I did purchase this, and I really like the pastel blue color, or is it sky blue, pastel blue, sky blue, cobalt blue, chalk blue, I don't know, but I really liked this. Okay, staying with outerwear, you've seen me wear this in previous videos, well, at least on my Korean channel. I don't know if I've worn it here. I purchased this thicker lime green or neon green, neon yellow cardigan from the same company, and I really use this a lot. I really use this a lot. And it's long and it's thick. It's perfect enough to layer with other things to give you warmth, but it's also perfect enough to wear it over maybe shorts and something simple on one of those hotter days, because it does get colder at night. So even on the hotter days, it's cooler at night. So this is perfect for that. This one looks like this. It is just a tan cardigan, and it layers nicely with the green one as I was showing you, with a hood, and it is pretty dope. I really like it, if I do say so myself. Light material, so you can wear this now on these spring days without the green one and still feel comfortable. All of the material here of the items that I bought feel very sturdy and very strong, which is something that I like about Korea. And all of them say made in Korea. So like I was saying, these are the two cardigans I have purchased while here. So yeah, there's this cream cardigan, very cute. And I also bought this Paris shirt from the same place, and it is a one piece. One piece is a dress, but I wear it as a shirt most of the time because it hasn't been warm enough yet to wear it as a dress. And I really like it. I don't know why. It's just really simple. It's a long sleeve shirt that says Paris, but I really like it. I don't know, I really like it. And like I said, it is a one piece, so it is pretty long, but I wear it as a shirt tucked in. So there are these two pieces over here. Now, as far as t-shirts, since I can't really find any bottoms here, which is really upsetting, even though I knew what to expect, it's better to just buy shirts and mix and match them with the bottoms that I brought versus trying to buy bottoms. So I bought this pink shirt. It's like a jersey style shirt, and it is a crop top, and I really like this top because I'm trying to wear more bright colors here because everybody thinks I dress too dark. I'm trying to be the Korean girl cuteness and wear the brighter colors. So I like this because it's a pastel pink. It's still close enough to a neutral where I'll feel comfortable, but the material is really great. Like, this material feels perfect. And it is another thing made in Korea, and this was about, well, the price tag is still on it, 7,900 won, so like $6, around $6. So there is this top. Moving on, I just bought this simple pink and white t-shirt. This is my style, you guys. I'm here in Korea. My style is very casual and laid back, and this is something that I've had to deal with, like culture shock being here, because the girls here are really dressed up. Well, not everybody, but a lot of girls here are really dressed up just being students. Coming from an American school, most people are wearing like yoga pants and hoodies and flip-flops and basketball shorts. It's not a game here in Korea. You could never come out like that. That's like coming out in your underwear. Like, that's so disrespectful to come to school dressed like that. Like, seriously. But I knew that from the beginning. I already knew that Koreans and Japanese don't dress the same way American students do. So this is as casual as it's gonna get for me. So yeah, just a regular t-shirt, pink sleeves, trying to keep up with the whole theme of wearing more brighter girly colors. 5,900 won. Now this piece was one of those pieces that nobody understood why I was buying it. And maybe I couldn't really understand why I was buying it, but I saw so much potential in this piece, and it's just something that I felt like it should be in my closet. You know, sometimes you have those statement pieces you feel like it should just be in your closet. So this is this yellow birds of all different types shirt here, and it was also super cheap, which is another reason I bought it. It was 3,900 won, which is maybe around $2.50. My conversion could be completely off, so I don't know what the rate is right now. So it's just this simple, light, loose weight t-shirt and loose, lightweight t-shirt, and I really like it, and I think it looks good on my skin, and I think it's gonna be good for spring and summer. And you could watch. You could probably dress this up and dress this down. Trust me. Now, I did buy this top here when it was a little bit colder. This navy blue with a white layer underneath style top. This is one of my fails here in Korea that I was telling you about. I couldn't try it on, and I was just, you know, hoping it would fit, but actually, it's inside out, excuse me. It's actually one of those pieces that doesn't fit me, and I can't return it. I can't do anything about it. So I only wore it once, and I just decided I'm gonna give it to my sister. But I figured I should still show you this is what it looks like. And I really liked it for the colder weather. I thought it was a really cute style. I don't own any things that have this like two style thing. This layer of a sweater and maybe like a white collared shirt underneath, which is really popular here in Korea. The layering of sweater and the collared shirts. But it didn't fit me. Boo-hoo. I was able to buy this and fully feel confident that it would fit me because it has a stretch material, which a lot of the things don't have here, but this one had a stretch material. And so there was this blue dress that I wore on my birthday here in Korea, and I probably will never forget this dress because how many people can say they celebrated their birthday in another country? So this is like my prize dress. And okay, boys and girls, we've come to the end. This is the very, very last thing. This is just a hat here I bought in Korea when I was trying to look like Girls' Generation. I bought this black and white, I think it's skulls. Yeah, I bought this black and white skull filled hat. And yeah, this is it. I'm not putting it on fully because I'm not trying to mess up my hair. Yep, so this is the very last thing I have purchased here while in Korea. And this is my cool girl hat. This is my Girls' Generation hat. This is my K-pop hat. This is when I want to seem like a B-girl or something. This is that hat that I wear. So that is going to be it for this Korean haul. Thank you so much for watching. When I buy more, I will do a Korean haul part 2. I will do another haul. I plan on looking into the foreign companies here. Even though it's a foreign company here, I know they still have to have their sizes catered to the Korean population. So I will go check out H&M. And unfortunately, I cannot check out like Forever 21 because Forever 21 is only in Seoul. But I did see something that's very similar to Forever 21. Almost borderline like, isn't that like copywriting type style? Because I think the name was like Forever Forever Young. It was something like that. I don't know. So I will go check out those American stores. Maybe I'll bring you along with me and see what we can find. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. If you would like to see a lookbook with any of these materials, let me know. And don't forget to keep up with me on all my social media platforms. And that's going to be it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye, Janet.